Hey, good morning everybody. I'm just making a short video about replacing the exhaust headers on a 2025 S1000RR. And so far the first step, as everybody probably knows, is removing the fairings. For the lower portion of the fairings, those two, you need T25 Torx. And for the exhaust, the top bolt here, that's T40. The one on the bottom is T45. And the next step will be taking off the top fairings. So yeah, the exhaust is out, and I forgot to mention, before removing it, you gotta take off those cables for the exhaust servo. I've taken them off before, so that's pretty much 8mm wrench. Take that screw off, pop the cover off, and then just take the wires out. And there's a little nut holding it in place, loosen everything up, take it out. You gotta feed the cables through here all the way to the little exhaust motor, which is that black part here. I didn't use the servo body, I just took the wires, the cables out. So the servo motor works, it moves, but there's no cable to pull. So far the exhaust valve stays open all the time. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I probably can see it. Yeah, but it stays open. So I was planning on replacing the headers anyway. So that's one thing less to do. So let's keep on going. Okay, so the right fairing is out. It's being held in place in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 places. And don't forget to pop your BMW logo, because there's the one hidden screw underneath. If you just try to pull it out, the chances are you're gonna break the fairing. You will break the fairing because it's not gonna let go. Once you got all the screws out, the rest of it is just like clips. It sits in this spot. You just gotta gently pull it out and it will come off. So let's do the other side. And my next step was also removing the radiator guard with a part of the fairing. This thing is held in place in 4 spots here. Just make sure you put those screws apart, because 2 of them are shorter and 2 of them are longer, so make sure you keep them separated. Alright, so that's what it looks like so far. My next step was removing the support for the radiator and oil cooler with this. That's a T30. So I used a very short T30 with a 1/4-inch ratchet, and it pops right out. It unscrews it. It's tight, but it's not impossible to reach. You gotta make sure you get the correct size tool. Just makes your life so much easier. Yeah, see, so that is loose, and that's gonna help a lot with moving the radiator out of the way, so we can get some more space to work around the header bolts, to remove them, or just to get some, more space to work with. So I got the support out. It's not supporting the radiator or the oil cooler from the bottom anymore, and it's a piece like that. You just pop it out of those rubber grommets, and the radiator itself is mounted up here with that screw, and the other one, I'm not sure you can see it, is on the opposite side. It's right there. Get a different angle, maybe you can see it. So let's see what we got. No, cannot see it best. Yeah, see that? That's one screw up there on the right, and the other one is right here above, right behind the wiring, the connectors. So move those, and it's gonna give you some play to move around the radiator. Alright, so the radiator is somewhat loose, nothing's holding it in place anymore. It's not like it's gonna move by a crazy amount, it's just a little flexible. So next step would be removing the oxygen sensors. This one, that's a 17mm wrench. I took one from this side out. This one is 23mm. So right now I will start taking off the bolts. So this is the bolt. I already took one out. I don't know if you can see it. It's not a Torx, it's not an E-socket, it's a basic 12.10mm wrench needed for that. 10mm wrench or 10mm socket, 12 points. Gotta be 12 points because 6 points not gonna fit, and you're risking rounding it up, so, and you don't really want to do that. So get back to you when I take all of them out, and I will start removing the headers. And we gotta be very careful not to hit the knock sensors and whatever's in the way. So once you get to it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, so basically the exhaust is out. It's being held in place only by these 8 nuts and one long bolt that goes through this section. That's a T45. And and pretty much I got to all of those nuts with a wrench like that. That's a 10mm 12 point. I couldn't reach only one of them. I believe it was this one or that one. I had to use a 10mm socket and a ratchet. Other than that, it was smooth sailing. Didn't take anything else out of the way. It just comes right down. Just gotta wiggle it out from underneath the bike, and be careful not to damage anything. The knock sensors, all the sensors up top, stuff like that. That needs to stay in. So, but there's pretty much plenty of space to work around. So, all right, time to put my new exhaust together and pretty much reverse everything we've done. All right. So for the headers, I went with the Arrow. This is the model number, and before somebody says that the Acra is better and all that, I agree, it is. After you go with the tool and all that, trying to squeeze every last pony out of your motorcycle, but for me, it's mostly about the sound. So I don't care if it's gonna be as efficient as stock one, not much more efficient and all that. I just need it to sound better. That's the only reason why I bought it. And I'm sorry, I just cut myself. Alright, I'm back. Had to put band-aid on my finger. So, as I was saying, Acra is a better headers. Yes, I agree. But for the price, you can't go wrong with Arrow as well. Maybe not more efficient than a stock one, or not as efficient with the tune as the Acra, but if you just need to have your bike sound better, you can't go wrong with that. You could probably even go with the M4 headers or even M4 full exhaust. Me, on the other hand, I'm leaving the stock Acra can. I like the way it sounds, and that's what comes in the box with the Arrow. All that, the hardware is here, so let's open it up and start putting it together. So I'll get back to you as soon as I put it all together and be ready to install it. Alright, so the exhaust when put together kind of looks like this. It's actually pretty simple to know which one's which, because when it comes to the Arrow, not sure about the Acra, they're all numbered in the back. So just put them together, and after that it's just a simple follow the manual on how to do everything else. So following the instructions, putting up flange, the bushings, making sure that The stock head gasket still in place. Do not tighten them just yet. I guess the next step is calling for installation of the radiator support back in place. So I guess might as well. Yeah, it's like a step right here. So I'm just gonna follow the instructions and just show you the final product. Alright, so this is the final project. Looks pretty good. The only thing is, the biggest pain in the butt was putting those springs on the header. Other than that, it's just plug and play. Hope you like it and enjoy your ride.